I overheard my fiancé. He believes all my lies. The wedding trap is set. My heart shattered. I whispered, "No more." Then I played the recording for both our families at the rehearsal dinner and walked out forever. She was left stammering amidst the chaos, her perfect plan detonating in her face. Original post I to him am still kind of reeling. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just cold. 3 days ago I was blissfully, stupidly planning final details for my wedding to Pamela, 29F. 4 years together, engaged for 1. Thought she was it? My forever. LOL. Wednesday, came home early to surprise Pamela. Apartment was quiet. Heard her voice from her office, the spare room. On the phone, animated. About to walk in, then her laugh. A laugh not meant for me. Pamela, oh my God, Nicole, he's so clueless. He actually thinks I'm madly in love with him. The wedding is in 3 weeks. The trap is set. He believes all my lies. Once that ring is on my finger and the papers are signed, I'm golden. His little inheritance isn't much, but it'll be our inheritance then, won't it? Enough for a very comfortable start once I reevaluate things. Another laugh. Blood like ice. Nicole, her best friend, her maid of honor. You're terrible, Pam. But seriously, that prenup he wanted you to sign, you dodged a bullet there. Oh, that. Yeah, cried my way out of that one. Said it was unromantic, that he didn't trust me. Worked like a charm. He's so eager to play house, he'd agree to anything. Bless his naive heart. He thinks this is about love. It's about security, sweetie. And honestly, a little bit of payback for every guy who ever wasted my time. This one will pay for it. Literally. My heart didn't just shatter, it imploded. Backed away, silent. Phone out, voice memo recording. Stood there as she detailed her perfect plan for 10 more minutes. Her plan, fake bliss for a year or two, then a divorce, aiming for half of everything including my inheritance. The money from my grandparents I'd told her was for our future, our kids. She knew what it meant to me. Lies. It all clicked. Resisting the prenup I gently suggested. Her increased spending, vague answers about her wedding cost contributions. I whispered, no more. Didn't confront. Pointless. Had her words. Saved the recording. Multiple backups, cloud, thumb drive, private email. Next 2 days, agony. Went through motions. Wedding talk, vendor calls. Pamela, all fake smiles and affection. My skin crawled. Every touch a burn. Played along. For now. Rehearsal dinner tomorrow night. Both families, friends. About 50 people at her pricey restaurant choice. She thinks it's her triumph. She has no idea what's coming. Haven't slept. Just been planning. Methodically. My parents know. Played them the recording. My mom cried. My dad looked murderous. They're with me 100%. They'll be my witnesses. Tomorrow. It all goes down tomorrow. Update 1. 12 hours post-rehearsal dinner. It's done. Hotel room now. Phone's blowing up, ignoring it. The rehearsal dinner. Pamela was radiant. Her blush pink dress probably cost a mint. Her parents, Scott and Ruth, beaming. Her sister Catherine, bridesmaid, smug. Nicole, MOH, practically vibrating. I was dead calm. Got through the venue rehearsal, then dinner. Speeches. Her dad gushed about how lucky I was, Pamela being such a prize. Almost snorted. My turn. Stood up. Cleared throat. Pamela watched with those wide, innocent eyes that now made me sick. Me? Thank you all for being here. This was meant to be a celebration of love, commitment. Pamela and I have been on a journey. Paused. Looked around. Made eye contact with my parents. Mom nodded. But it seems my journey with Pamela has been based on a very different understanding of what commitment meant. Pamela, you often talk about honesty, trust. Her smile wavered. Slightly. Me. So in the spirit of honesty, I have something I'd like to share. Something you all need to hear, especially you, Pamela, and you, Nicole. Scott and Ruth, listen closely to what your daughter truly values. Pulled out my phone and a small, powerful Bluetooth speaker from my suit jacket. Connected it, pressed play, the room silenced. Pamela's voice filled the air. Oh my God, Nicole. He's so clueless. He actually thinks I'm madly in love with him. The wedding is in 3 weeks. The trap is set. He believes all my lies. Every word, every calculated syllable, her boasts about the inheritance, the prenup deception, the payback, her laughter echoing, pin drop silence. Then chaos. Pamela's face, confused, then horrified, then ghastly white. Nicole looked like she'd seen a ghost. Scott, Pamela's dad, shot up, sputtering. Ruth gasped, hand to mouth. Recording ended. A beat of stunned silence. Pamela shrieked, "Turn it off. That's not real. He's lying. He doctored it." It's real, Pamela. your voice, your words, your plan, recorded Wednesday in our apartment. Looked at her parents. I believe the term she used was wedding trap. Justin, what is the meaning of this? This is outrageous. The meaning, Scott, is that your daughter is a con artist. My son, thank God, found out before it was too late. We have verified copies of that recording. Pamela was full-on hysterics. It's a lie, he's trying to ruin me. Nicole, tell them it's not true. Nicole just stared, mouth agape, shaking her head slowly. I looked at Pamela. No anger left, just emptiness. The wedding is off, Pamela, obviously. Vendor contracts, deposits from my accounts, consider them forfeit. A small price for this lesson. Gifts will be returned. As for you, you have explaining to do to your family and your friends. Pocketed the speaker. Looked at my parents. We're leaving. And we walked out. The sound of Pamela screaming, her father yelling, guest gasps faded as the doors closed. Phone started ringing before the parking lot. Pamela, her parents, Catherine, Nicole, blocked. Vendors will be an issue. Lost deposits, cancellation fees. The apartment lease is mine, thankfully. Major wedding expenses from my dedicated wedding fund. I'll eat those costs, cheaper than a divorce from her. She was left stammering amidst the chaos, her perfect plan detonating in her face. A huge public mess, but a clean break. Or the start of one. First thing Monday morning, after a restless Sunday, I had the locks changed. It wasn't cheap, especially for a weekday call-out, around $300, but worth every cent for peace of mind. Update 2, 1 week later, wild week. The fallout is extensive. My lawyer, Mr. Evans, got him recommended by a colleague and on the phone by Monday afternoon, has been earning his retainer. Pamela and her family are in full meltdown. A mutual acquaintance texted OMG dude epic, said Pamela went full banshee after we left the dinner. Accusations, denials, tears. Her parents humiliated. Most of their friends horrified. The entitlement escalates. Day after the rehearsal dinner detonation, emails started. Not Pamela, too cowardly now, but her father, Scott. Subject: urgent, financial ramifications and slander. He claimed I'd publicly humiliated and slandered Pamela. Demanded I pay for their wedding expenses, Pamela's dress, accessories, shower costs her mom through, plus $25,000 for emotional distress and reputational harm, to be transferred within 48 hours to begin to make amends. That was beyond ridiculous. Mr. Evans drafted a polite, firm reply. Recording is authentic. Truth is absolute defense to slander. My wedding expenses from my fund are my loss. Their expenses are their own, given Pamela's actions. Further demands for money will be considered harassment. Then Catherine, Pamela's sister, group chat with me and a few of my friends who immediately forwarded it with eye roll emojis. Catherine, Justin, you're a monster. Pamela is devastated. She loved you. This is all a huge misunderstanding. That recording was her joking, taken out of context. You owe her an apology and you need to fix this. People make mistakes. You're ruining her life over a stupid joke. A stupid joke? Defrauding someone of their inheritance is a stupid joke? The delusion is strong. One of my friends replied, Catherine, we've all heard the tape. No context makes the wedding trap is set a loving jest. Your sister got caught. Justin owes her nothing. Catherine's response, angry emojis, then left the chat. The Supporters Club. Pamela has die-hard supporters, a couple of cousins, 1 or 2 ditzy friends buying the joke narrative. Vague, passive-aggressive posts on social media about cruelty, people who can't take a joke, how Pamela is the real victim, tagging her, sending love and strength. Pathetic. Dirty trick attempt 1, the apartment. Midweek, call from building security. Pamela and her mother Ruth showed up demanding access. Pamela crying, left her medication, all her important documents inside. Security called me first, told them no entry. I'd arranged for her belongings to be packed and retrieved, supervised. Ruth apparently threw a fit in the lobby, calling me heartless. Pamela sobbed. They left after security threatened to call police for disturbance. I was just glad her brother Brandon, who I'd always found to be the most level-headed of the bunch, though quiet, wasn't with them participating in that charade. The important belongings. Mr. Evans strongly advised getting her things out professionally to avoid any claims. It took a couple of days to coordinate, but by Wednesday, a bonded packing service meticulously inventoried and moved all of Pamela's identifiable belongings into a secure storage unit. Another $700 gone, but it cut off another potential avenue for her drama. Mr. Evans then sent a formal letter to Scott, detailing how Pamela could arrange collection, at her own expense, of course. The sheer audacity. Tries to scam me, gets caught, then demands access, plays victim. Her mother enables this. The money. Big wedding vendors mostly understanding. Venue keeps large deposit, contract fair. Caterer 2. Photographer, 50% refund if he rebooks. Florist, total loss. All in, I'm out maybe $20. Expensive lesson, but infinitely cheaper than marrying her. Close the barely used joint wedding planning account, mostly my money. Personal account secure. The slight vulnerability. One night, 3 a.m. It hit me. Not the money. The betrayal. 4 years, I really thought, well, does it matter? That person didn't exist. A performance, that hurt, for a bit. Then cool, steady anger and resolve. She's not getting another cent. No apology, no fixing this. She built this bonfire. I just lit the match, waiting for their next move. Sure, there'll be one. People like this don't slink away. Update 3 1 month later. Month since D-Day. Detonation day, lol. Dust mostly settled, but not before Pamela and co tried more desperate, entitled moves, and I gave them the consequences they deserved, satisfyingly. Legal threats fizzle. Scott's 25K demand and slander suit threats? Nowhere. Mr. Evans's response, reminding that malicious prosecution is a thing and playing the recording in my defense to concerned parties, our wedding guests, was legit, silenced Scott. Probably got actual legal advice, no case. Smear campaign intensifies, then backfires beautifully. Pamela, Catherine, and their flying monkeys ramped up the Justin is a cruel monster who misunderstood a joke campaign online. Vague posts became slightly more direct. Comments on my lockdown social media. Careful not to be directly libelous, just insinuating. Pamela, after a week of silence, plotting, probably, posted a tearful, worded non-apology on her public Instagram. My heart is broken by the misunderstanding that has shattered my world. A private joke was cruelly twisted and used against me. I only ever loved him. I'm a victim of misinterpretation and malicious intent. Please pray for me as I try to heal from this devastating betrayal. Pics of her looking wan. Initial comments, sympathetic from her echo chamber. This is where I decided I'd had enough playing purely defensive. My revenge, the truth offensive, didn't say a word myself. Took that original, crystal clear voice recording, all 10+ minutes, not just dinner highlights, and uploaded it to a popular anonymous file sharing site. Created a new, anonymous throwaway social media account. Posted a simple message. For those interested in the full context of Pamela's last name's private joke, she claims was cruelly twisted. Here is the unedited audio. Listen for yourself and decide who the victim is. Link to audio file. Used that anonymous account to reply to every single one of Pamela's supportive comments on her victim post, to Catherine's posts, and her flying monkeys posts, with that simple message and link. Also DM it to key local community group pages and gossip forums Pamela and her family frequented. The effect was glorious. Hours later, link was everywhere in our social circles. People listened, heard all of it. The coldness, financial trap specifics, contempt for me. Admission of prenup deceit. Nicole's full complicity. No misunderstanding, no out of context. A full confession of premeditated fraud. Pamela's victim post was suddenly flooded with new comments. The vast majority were scathing, quoting her own words back at her. Of course, a few keyboard warriors and distant relatives tried to spin wild theories or yell about privacy. Ironic, huh? But they were largely shouted down or ignored. The general consensus, especially in our actual community, was clear. Pamela was a fraud. Pamela deleted her post within 24 hours, then her entire Instagram. Catherine went private. Nicole vanished from social media. Too late. Audio was out, like glitter. Can't get rid of it. Fallout for them via grapevine, now very pro-Justin. Pamela, pariah, old friends dropping her. Fence sitters now team Justin. Nicole too faced a reckoning. The full audio didn't just circulate socially. Someone, likely another disgruntled former friend of hers or Pamela's, made sure a transcript highlighting Nicole's enthusiastic complicity, along with a link to the audio, landed on an industry ethics watchdog site, naming her and her employer. She works in a very public-facing finance role, where trust is paramount. Last I heard, she was on indefinite leave, while her company investigated the serious allegations impacting client confidence. It sounded like career death, frankly. Pamela's parents, Scott and Ruth, humiliated. Their active community social standing took a massive hit. Sideways looks, questions about how they raised her, why they defended her. Catherine's fiancé's family heard audio, small town, serious second thoughts about their wedding. Serves her right. Belongings. Standoff ends. A couple of weeks later, Pamela finally arranged to get her things from storage. She didn't come, nor did her parents or Catherine. Instead, it was her brother, Brandon. As I'd always thought, he seemed genuinely mortified by the whole circus. He was polite with the storage company staff, paid Pamela's outstanding fees without a word of protest, and just got it done. Final attempt. Guilt trip from Pamela's grandma. Sweet old lady I liked, Grandma Janet, called me, crying. Grandma Janet, Justin, dear, I know what Pamela did was wrong, terribly wrong, but she's my granddaughter. She's destroyed. Life ruined. Any forgiveness? A quiet apology. Would you consider taking down that recording? Only moment I felt a pang. Me, Grandma Janet, I respect you, but the recording is truth. Pamela planned to defraud me, lied, tried to ruin my reputation. Consequences are hers. Taking audio down won't change what she did, or protect others if she doesn't learn. Sorry she's hurting, but she caused this. Sighed sadly. I understand, dear, had to ask, ended politely. Sweetest revenge is living well, and them knowing it. I'm good, better than good. 20K loss stings, small price for freedom. Friends amazing, family rock solid, focusing on work, gym, hobbies. Pamela subtly discouraged. Best part, whispers. Pamela struggling for a job, word gets around. Family low profile, moved back with parents. Her perfect plan detonated, left a crater. She thought she set a trap for me. Turns out she was caught. Whole world saw her for who she is. That, my friends, is incredibly satisfying. No change of heart from her or core supporters, just silence, and I imagine a lot of bitter resentment. Good. Let 'em choke on it. I'm moving on. They live with the public shame of her actions. Real justice served.